Thank you for joining our Prepare for Prime Day 2-day virtual summit. This session is about leveraging creative assets to enhance your brand. My name is Brandi Takas. I am a senior creative strategist at Marketplace Strategy. Our agenda today is going over a content audit, and when we say content, we're talking about everything from titles and bullet points to product images, A+ pages, Amazon stores, and so on. Our second topic will be elements of content, and the third is leveraging assets that you already have for Prime Day. So a top seller content audit, we're looking at product titles. You want to make sure that you have everything there and making sure your correct character lines, and that will increase your discoverability in the search engine. For product copy and descriptions, you want to be clear, descriptive, and concise for clarity. For product images, you want to showcase the product, its best features and benefits for increased conversion on the product listing. You also want to make sure that your content and creative is seamless, making sure that all of your features and benefits are not only in your bullet points and descriptions, but as well as in the product images, making sure that everything flows together. And then lastly, with your A+ pages or enhancement content in your stores, you want to add depth and opportunity for other brand sales. And overall, you want to make sure that your Amazon creative is seamless across the board. Again, with your pretty much your digital presence as far as your social media and your website, you want all of that to also connect with your Amazon creative. So for your content optimization, we're looking at the full gamut. But first, looking at product titles, you want to optimize the product title for readability and for keyword focus. You want to take reviews into consideration and to understand what is important to the consumer. And lastly, there is no need to repeat keywords. You want to instead focus on including a variety of keywords and features within the title. Overall, we always want to keep our keyword strategy in mind and making sure that we're including terminology for keywords that people are actually searching for and make sure that we're using those. For the bullet points, you want to call out and expand upon top features and benefits of the item. They can be beneficial to include all caps at the beginning of the bullet point to call out and highlight the top feature, and then continue to expand upon it within the bullet point using regular caps. You want to also include keywords that would not fit in the title here. You want to utilize advertising data and reviews to inform the strategy as much as possible and avoid repeating keywords again here. For product descriptions, you want to include a complete overview of the item, features, and benefits, and what is included with the purchase. This is a great section to put more personality behind the copy because there are more characters available. This is a place where we like to say that you can get really fluffy and include a lot of descriptive words. You can include more info about the company, especially if the brand has a great company story or history. You really want to call to that reputation. And then also including lower priority keywords that have yet to be included in the title of the points. You can include this here. Now, although we really put a lot of emphasis on our content strategy, we also know that depending on your target audience, they may or may not always read the full title, bullet points, descriptions, everything there. But we do know according to Amazon, 90% of consumers look at every image of the product they eventually purchase, which is why it's really important to pull a lot of that terminology and that wonderful content into your creative, into your product images and pages, and so on. So elements of optimized product images. So Amazon incorporates incorporates the click-through rates and conversion rates into the ranking algorithm. If your product is clicked on and purchased more frequently, Amazon's A9 ranking algorithm will lift the product up higher in the search results, which is what we all want, of course. So visually attractive listings equal higher click-through rates. So we want to make sure that we're really using a lot of visual content here. We want to call out the variations, the features, the brand. We want to use a lot of lifestyle imagery, being as visually based as you possibly can be here. You want to call to the clarity and of the product size and use. So making sure that you're including the product, what exactly comes in the box, what the product is meant to be used for, or what other uses that it could be used for that might not be obvious to the consumer itself. And then also calling to your brand, as you don't, Amazon doesn't really allow you to talk about your brand a lot in product images, but calling to your brand as much as you can is also very important. And then also allowing customers to answer FAQs and come back to with reviews. We always take a look at reviews to make sure is the product coming off right? Are consumers happy? Are people saying the same thing? For example, with Jacqueline's beef jerky, are they all asking how many grams of protein are in this product? I can't find that nutritional information. And then this is a place where we can answer those kinds of questions. So those branded images that I was talking about, here's two examples. So Jeannie on the left is calling to Jeannie Genuine Accessories and Parts. This is really, this is a kind of image that you can use to help against 3P sellers. If you're calling out that your product is the Jeannie Genuine product, and then there are similar products that they're selling that's the same, that's coming from 3P isn't calling out that it's a Jeannie Genuine product, then the consumer is going to buy from this seller and not from the 3P. On the right, you have So Tender, So Mellow, What Are You Waiting For? This is really just calling to the full brand, talking about the product itself, that tuna being so tender and so mellow, really getting the consumer advertised to buy that product. Using a lot of lifestyle imagery is important. You want the consumer to be able to see the product in use as much as possible, and using beautiful lifestyle imagery is really the way to go. Our best option is to really pair this with features and benefits, as you can see on the left. But sometimes it's also important to just display the product itself, as you can see on the right. Some examples of showing the full product line here. So let's say that you can see on the left here, it's showing all of the chewy granola bars and creamy clusters for power-ups. Maybe a parent or a child was really interested in the clusters. They tried them, they loved them. Well, now they go back to that listing to buy them again, and they see that the power bars are also available. So that really gives them an option to continue to collect the product line. But it also gives them another option. Let's say they didn't like the power-ups, but they wanted something similar to that. Well, then they can go back and the sugar-free example in the middle. This is also a good way to show features for the full catalog that you can use on multiple product listings. So you're seeing sugar-free and gluten-free for all four of those flavors. The image below there for 100 days of reading, this is showing it's for grades K through 6, and then it's also giving features and benefits to reading skills and comprehension and so on and so forth for all 6 or 7 of those grades, including K. And it's also giving them, again, the option to, let's say, I really liked grade K. Are there other books that we can continue writing with as a teacher or even as a parent at home? And then the same thing again with the product line on the right. This is a good example of not only a branded image here that image as well, showing various products that are similar and allowing you to wear the shoes that you love. One of the biggest things that we can use, especially for Prime Day, is a variation callout. This is something that's called the Cambridge template, and these come up in the search results as the main image or the primary image. And this can be done as a variation or also just calling out simplistic details about the product itself. So we're calling out sweet and hot, 18-ounce family pack. You're showing exactly what the consumer is going to get when they buy this product. They're going to get 2 packs for a total of 18 ounces of beef jerky. And this is also really great on the product listing itself. It's variated. It differentiates between the different flavors. So you'll see sweet and hot, you'll see teriyaki, and so on. For the pull float in the middle, this is just really nice to show the model along with the pull float, and then calling out that it's 4 feet, and that is meant to be used in the pool. A lot of our competitors don't use any of this information, so it's really great to separate yourself from the competition in the search results. Also, without the model or calling out the 4 feet, just showing the flamingo by itself, you wouldn't really know how big it is or maybe what it's meant to be used for. And then on the right with the chocolate tea, calling out that it's herbal because it's not necessarily visible packaging itself, and then also calling out that there's 18 bags in that box so that the consumer is getting the information that they need in order to make a purchase. Also, using product images to call out features and benefits, like I've mentioned before. You want to call it to things that are in the bullet points, in the description, in the titles, the things that are most important to help the consumer make an educated decision. So in the last year, we're calling out lightweight, water resistant. It's very important for bags in general. You want to make sure that you're not carrying around something that's super heavy, and the water resistant is just an extra added wonderful benefit that you don't have to worry about it getting wet or anything. On the right, it's really great to show this diagram of the different features here, showing where the soft top fabric is, the zippered closure, the 6-sided protection, and then along with using iconography for waterproof, dust mite barrier, and allergen protection. So find out those best features and callouts to help make that decision. Now, along with product images, there's also enhancement content and A+ pages, depending on if you're seller or vendor. And we know, according to Amazon, that sales increase on average 3 to 10% on products that utilize A+ or ABC content to educate the consumer. So, of course, we want to take advantage of that, and we want to do it in the best way possible, using highly visual content and filling out all 5 possible modules. Amazon is full of squares and rectangles for any of their creative assets that we can utilize. So we really want to break those barriers and use different shapes within the modules, within the squares, also utilizing white space to make it stand out. So you want to bring attention to your brand, the products, and the product catalog, and all of their best qualities. In your A+ or enhancement content, you want to showcase more of the product catalog and utilize the cross-sell in order to do this, so that you can give the consumer a chance to see the rest of your catalog. If they haven't made a purchase yet at this point, then they have more options to see more of your products and make a purchase. So here are some examples of that. On the left, we have a good example. This uses a triple cross-sell and goes across most of Shell Education's products. So this just gives them an opportunity to utilize this A+ page, be very branded, give out some features and benefits about the brand and these books, and then showcase their best sellers here in different grade levels and different subjects. everything from math to science to vocabulary. In the middle is graphique with some journal notebooks here, being very branded there at the top, being more detailed as you move through. Showing that there's different types of products. This particular one doesn't use a cross-sell, but it's still showcasing the full catalog, showing calendars and planners, stationery, and even more products within the catalog. Lastly, on the right is Weiler's Delight, showing all the flavors for this particular product and endless flavor possibilities. In the second, third, and fourth module, it's continuing to detail out the best features and benefits, saying that it's sugar-free, showing it in different uses, coming out of someone's coat pocket, sitting in the cup holder of a car, in someone's purse, and then showing people drinking it in different places. And lastly, with the cross-sell, showing other products within the catalog, with singles to go, to popsicles, to canisters, so other products that you might not have thought that this particular company would have. With Zapp's chips here on the right, and with all of these here being very branded, utilizing cross-sells, utilizing different shapes that fit together. For Zaps, we're talking about different features about this version of chip. So louder crunch, heartier taste, nuanced flavor. The brand itself is very colorful, and that second module there talks about the brand and the brand story. As you can see, there's a whole module there down at the bottom. The fourth module, that banner that you see there, showing different lifestyle, showing ingredients, showing the chips themselves. The last module showing the cross sells, so you're able to purchase other types of chips or see other brands of chips that are next to the Zapp's brand with butts. With Jack Links there in the middle, this is showing all different flavors for the 2-ounce, the 2-pack. So you see each of these modules fits together, kind of creating a space, talking about good source of protein, the flavor, 100% premium beef, perfect everyday snack, showing ingredients, showing the product up close, and then also utilizing text modules there in the third module to detail out those features. And then again with the cross-sell, same thing as I've said before, showing different products within the catalog. We also call out, again, good source of protein and extra features to help the consumer purchase the other products that are displayed here. So the variety pack showing those calories, showing that it's a variety pack, how many products you get within that product. On the right here with Hinckley, being very branded at the top. As you scroll down the page, before you hit the reviews, you'll hit this A+ page, and you'll see that it's very branded. The second module there, talking about safety and security, extending your living space, improve your home value, using the text module to further those details. The third module there, utilizing lifestyle and calling out those features and benefits. The fourth module, utilizing the cross-sell, but being very simplistic, just showing the product itself and what the product is called. And then the last module there, utilizing the Hinckley tagline of "Life is a Glow" and showing this beautiful lifestyle image of what the product is and where it is in use. So with keeping mobile in mind, to really help us leverage those assets, so you want to make sure your titles are optimized for mobile view. Standard for titles is around 90 characters, which means that the rest of your title won't be visible on after those 90 characters. You want to utilize those main images with variation details or just simplistic details to describe the product that will help the consumer click on it and make an educated purchase. Also utilizing additional images with feature benefit callouts. And then you also want to make sure that you're utilizing those images because of the minimization of bullet points on mobile view. We also want to utilize Amazon stores or Amazon storefronts. Want to implement SEO elements for stores to show up in search engine results. Amazon is placing a higher emphasis on stores, so continuous innovations to make the customer experience better. Want to create a page in your store specific for Prime Day focused items and or promotions. Be cognizant of your wording. Submit ahead of time for troubleshooting, as a lot of times stores get denied when you submit them. And you want to use your store insights to optimize your page. You also want to keep in mind your keyword strategy, as well as your store insights, so that you know that you're not only utilizing terminology to help you actually click on the pages, high search volume, but you also want to make sure that you're utilizing those store insights so that you're ordering your pages in a way that people are actually buying from those pages, which is the information that you get from your store insights. Here are some examples of spring stores that we recently created for the spring season. You really want to keep your Amazon creative going continuously throughout every season, depending on your target consumer and your products. So both of these brands have spring lines. And so for deer homes here on the left, you want to make sure you can see here that both of these are very light and airy. Deer homes going to spring is here. We want to keep you comfy during the spring and showing their spring styles and spring lifestyle imagery. Again, same thing with Graphique on the right, talking about think spring and flower power, showcasing their spring products, but then also bringing attention to the Peanuts collection. As far as deals and promotions, you want to create an ASIN or category specific Prime Day focused keyword strategy in your content and creative. You want to be careful of de-indexation due to copy and images. ASINs that will have running deals for Prime Day should be first of mind to optimize. So any of your products that you're planning to have a deal, let's say you're having a lightning deal or any sort of on or around Prime Day, you want to make sure that those product listings are completely optimized, using the right main image, utilizing branded images, making sure your titles and bullet points and descriptions are out as completely as they possibly can be, utilizing your keyword strategy. And you want to make sure that you utilize images featuring Prime Day or special offers. So these most likely won't get approved, but in some cases they do. And if there's a possibility that those do get through, then it's something that you really want to utilize. Here over on the right are some examples of different kinds of, not necessarily promotions, but calling to the time of year. So Mother's Day is coming up, one of a kind gifts your mom will love. When Shark Week is around, putting a focus on those types of items, calling attention to an epic day by the water, and thinking about those types of quotes that you can use for your products. So thank you very much for listening, and hope you enjoy the summit.